so deep within.
Gonna stay in this moment. Gonna lay here on the grass. I don't need to feel lonely. I am finally home at last. And I don't mind being gone on adventures for a while. No, no. 'Cause the best thing about it is I know I'm coming back. Oh, oh. Of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you. Been walking down the street so many times, my feet know every brick and stone. Could wear a blindfold. No matter what I do, I'm coming home to you. And I don't know why, don't know why, don't know why. I'm always feeling homesick. Oh, all I know, all I know, all I know is this is where my heart is. Oh, I have true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you.
Saw you down the motorway. There was something about you that day. I can still hear the shimmering sound. The hill is near, let's get right up. Walk up to the very top. We couldn't tell the sky from the ground. I know my life will never be the same after that day. You wrap me around your fingers and you stay. I don't ever wanna be alone again. In spite of all, you're my best friend. for kids. I know it's tough. Don't let anybody tell you you're not enough. There are days when we all feel like we're messed up. But we know that we're all diamonds in the rough. Despite all, we are all we got. I'm in my life. We'll never be the same after that day. You wrap me around your fingers and you stay. I don't ever wanna be alone again. Despite all, you're my best friend.
Sing, won't you sing with me? Leave everything for me. Stay the night. Oh, miss your flight. Walk through the rain with me. Get soaked to the skin, feel free. Shut the world out. Let's hang out. Oh, I used to see in colors, now it's gray. Till I met you at the concert the other day. The whole room lit up with warm, sunny rays. Tonight we'll turn minutes into days. And nothing's gonna make me look away. Feel all the air and breathe. Lift up your head and breathe. Count the stars before we leave. Say A trembling touch against my skin fills me up from deep within. Your soothing touch is everything I make of all that is you and me, nothing more than a fantasy. So won't you stay here if only for a while, where we in this room of gray and gold, something's hidden and something known. But right now there are no secrets to be told. On the top of mountainside, where the earth meets the sky, take us there to the edges of the world, where we will
나 그냥 제일 깨끗하고 괜찮던데. 네.
크레파스들은 설레는 마음으로 산이를 바라보았어요. 그때 산이가 빨간색 크레파스를 번쩍 집어들며 말했지요.